Welcome everyone to another episode of the STEM Broker Podcast. I'm your host, April Boyd-Noronha, known as the STEM Broker. And yes, I'm just a girl that's also a geek who loves to talk about anything and everything about girls in STEM. For more information about the STEM Broker Podcast, STEM events, and professional development training, visit our website, thestembroker.com. Now, you can also check us out online. You can follow us on Twitter as @thestembroker, and you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/thestembroker. So if you're on Twitter right now and have comments or questions about the show, tweet them using the hashtag #TheSTEMBroker. Now, I know you're wondering, what or who is the STEM Broker? Well, we are a consultancy focused on increasing the level of training, engagement, and dialogue in support of all things about girls in STEM. Now, if you've been tuning in every Monday night, I know you guys have, then you already know that I have a personal investment in the success of the Girls in STEM initiative as a parent of 3 children, 2 of whom are my daughters, aspiring engineers. So briefly, let me share with you 2 ways to help keep STEM alive in the community. 1, partner with us, the STEM Broker, as an advertiser, either on our podcast or either on our website. Or 2, sponsor a podcast for as little as $25 a month. To get started, visit our website, thestembroker.com, and click on the donate link, or send me an email at april@thestembroker.com. Now, just a few announcements before we start the show. Yes, registration is open right now for our first ever Girls in STEM Boot Camp. Now, this 3-day boot camp will be held on July 6th through July 8th at the Training Umbrella located in Overland Park, Kansas. To register, go to our website, thestembroker.com, and click on the boot camp link on our homepage to get started. And remember, the STEM Broker offers training for adults too. Oh yeah. Are you a teacher who wants to keep STEM alive or at least introduce STEM to your students? We got a class on how to do that. Maybe you're a recent or a soon-to-be graduate about to test the STEM waters and you kind of need some career guidance. We can coach you on how to get your foot in that door. Or are you an HR professional or an IT recruiter? You're charged with that daunting duty of recruiting and hiring a dynamic team, or maybe maintaining and retaining a diverse IT staff. Yep, we offer customized training for that too. So for more information, visit our website, thestembroker.com, or email me at april@thestembroker.com to get started. Now remember, we can bring the training to you. That's right. We can provide the professional development training right there on site for you. Or let's say you know of a new startup or a business that's socially responsible that would kind of be a cool site to host either a Girls in STEM boot camp or training. Share this podcast with them and encourage them to contact me at april@thestembroker.com for details. So let's get right to the show. Last week, I talked about my STEM journey over the weekend as a panelist at the University of Missouri in Kansas City's first ever Women in STEM panel at their 10th annual Women of Color Conference. And I also shared my fun-filled experiences with my family at the 8th annual EcoFest at the Waterfall Park in Independence, Missouri. We had lots of fun. It was a power-packed weekend. I had to rest on Sunday. I was so tired, but it was a good tired. It was for a good reason. So today I want to reveal our show's first ever top 10 list, like on the David Letterman show. So the theme of today's show is the top 10 ways to get and keep a girl in STEM. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 10 is to speak about it. Be visible. Now, last week, I was honored to have been selected as one of 3 panelists on UMKC's first ever Women in STEM panel. I shared details of my STEM journey as a parent of 2 teen girls who are aspiring engineers, and also my own experience as a seasoned business professional transitioning to an equally lucrative career in IT. Number 9 of our show's first ever top 10 list of how to get and keep a girl in STEM is to learn about STEM yourself. There is no better way to encourage someone else to learn something new than to have done it or learned about it first yourself. So as a STEM advocate, not only can I report on and research and study STEM on my weekly podcast, I can also talk directly about it because I've personally been there and done that and studied it. Number 8 on the top 10 ways to get and keep a girl in STEM is entrepreneurship. For me, armed with my MBA and then loaded with experiences over the past, 5+ years shared with my future 2 female engineers, my daughters, I decided to launch a business called the STEM Broker, which is a consultancy to advocate for and train girls in STEM career readiness. So I encourage other entrepreneurs out there to do the same. It may not be to start a consultancy, but it will be something, along the same lines of to encourage keeping STEM alive in the community. Seek avenues to encourage STEM awareness in your community. That could be having your business be a training site. That could be in the form of donating or devoting your time to be a mentor. There are numerous ways as an entrepreneur to show that you support STEM in your community. Number 7 on the top 10 ways to get and keep a girl in STEM is to advocate and to take action. So for me, taking my advocacy to a higher level, I next took action by creating a STEM career readiness curriculum. It's specifically for girls in grades 6 through 12. Now, for more details about the July 6th Girls in STEM Bootcamp, visit us at thestembroker.com. Number 6 on the top 10 ways to get and keep a girl in STEM is to show up and be about it. Now, I've been a geek since my early college years. I'll admit it. I'm proud about it. But, honestly, because of the stigma of being a geek, you remember the movie back in the day, The Nerds, right? The stigma of being a geek, let alone a girl that's a geek, and even more crippling was the fact that I was a black girl and a geek. I mean, that was the ultimate triple whammy, right? So I kept my love of IT under wraps. But I tell you what, today, that denial is now my catalyst to challenge every girl to boldly pursue the geek in her. Number 5 of the top 10 ways to get and keep a girl in STEM is to lead and model by example. Now, I took the principle of we model clothes and fashion, right? Well, why not model the character of a girl or a woman in STEM in just the same way? See, in my home, I lead by example in taking calculated risks. I, on a daily basis, assess the questions and answers that life throws at me. Next, I boldly go where few have gone before in IT, in STEM. I thrive on being innovative. And then I courageously chart my own course in designing STEM training, such as with the Girls in STEM Bootcamp. So all the while I'm doing this, I realize that by leading and by being a model by example, I'm instilling this same level of confidence in my own daughters and son. Number 4 on the top 10 ways to get and keep a girl in STEM is to teach her. Yes, as a daughter of 2 retired teachers, it is in my blood to teach. I know that. But I'm a bit of a flower child too, so structure is not really in my vocabulary. But I have found my niche as an educational consultant and a career readiness trainer. So whether you are a certified teacher in a school district, or perhaps you're a parent that's passionate about your kids' learning, or maybe you're a concerned community advocate, Teachable moments can happen anywhere, anytime, with anyone. We just have to seize that moment. Number 3 on the top 10 list of how to get and keep a girl in STEM is mentoring. You all know this. So keeping in the same vein of those teachable moments. If you're an IT professional, maybe you're a STEM business leader, or in the thick of it, you're a female technologist already, you need to share your story or the story. But more importantly, you need to connect with youths aspiring to pursue a career in STEM. See, it's in the connection that makes the possibility so much more real. Okay, so number 2 on the top 10 list to get and keep a girl in STEM is scholarship. That's right. The ultimate example of how to put your money where your mouth is in scholarship. Provide a scholarship to assist a deserving and eager youth and even a girl in pursuing a STEM career or attending STEM events, such as my Girls in STEM boot camp starting July 6th. I know, shameless plug. Shame on me, but I did it. It's my show, dang it, I can do it. So, but you see, the beauty of creating and providing scholarships is that they can be awarded in any amount. They can be designated for any event, any program or class of your choice. So what matters most is that it is awarded in an effort to encourage and help keep STEM alive in the minds of a young student. So this is a call to action for business leaders to put their money where their mouth is. Maybe you don't know where to start. Hello? Feel free to contact us at the STEM Broker. We can consult you on launching strategic and innovative initiatives in the community to help keep STEM alive in a girl's life. And number 1, I need a drum roll. And number 1 on the top 10 ways to get and keep a girl in STEM. Sponsorship. Oh yeah. So, there's no surprise here. Attending or participating in STEM programs can be expensive for women, for adults. So let alone can you imagine the pressure for teens or for a girl in middle or elementary school to fund her desire or to pursue her passion in participating in STEM events or in STEM programs for the summer. So in my case alone, let's just take my case. I have 3 kids that are pursuing STEM careers. One is in science. My other 2 kids are pursuing careers in engineering. One of my children is in elementary school. One is in middle school, and my oldest is in high school. So not only is her eye on the prize for summer STEM programs, but also sponsorship in college level events soon. So as a career readiness trainer, I know that sponsorship is at the highest level of getting and keeping a girl in STEM, because sponsorship at that level, that's the ultimate 3-part mix. It's the sponsorship, adding the scholarship and mentoring components. Now we know this as professionals, as business leaders, but rarely is this principle fully utilized. So here is my call to action for my podcast listeners who are business leaders at socially responsible corporations. Now's the time to make a difference. If you're sitting there